All right, so today we're going to pull back the curtain on something called outcome-based education. Think of it as the literal blueprint that's used to build a modern engineer. We're going to see how every little thing you do, every assignment, connects to a much, much bigger picture.
So let's just dive right in with the question. Think about that last project you worked on, or that exam you studied for. Was it just another box to check? Or was it actually a specific, carefully chosen brick being laid in a massive structure? That's really the core idea we're going to unpack.
And to really get our heads around this, we're going to flip the whole thing upside down. Instead of starting on your first day of class, let's jump way ahead. We're going to start at the top, with the finished skyscraper. Let's imagine your career 5 years after you've thrown that graduation cap in the air.
Now, this long-term vision has a name: Program Educational Objectives, or PEOs for short. These aren't about passing a class. They're about the kind of professional you're expected to become. Are you going to be leading a team? Are you going to be known for your innovation, your ethical leadership? That's the PEO. It's the big picture goal.
And you can really see the difference here. A good PEO is ambitious and broad. Something like graduates will excel in their professional careers and contribute to their field. A bad one? It's just a task, something that should happen way before you even graduate, like students will pass all their subjects. You see? One is a vision for a skyscraper, the other is just a pile of bricks.
Okay, so if that's the skyscraper we're trying to build, what does the architect's blueprint need to look like on graduation day? What skills and abilities do you have to have the moment you walk off that stage with your degree?
Well, this blueprint is built on something called program outcomes, or POs. These are the skills that every single engineer needs, I don't care what their specialty is. These are the non-negotiables: being able to analyze complex problems, understanding ethics, working in a team, the universal toolkit.
But of course, a computer science engineer needs a different set of tools than a mechanical engineer. And that's where program-specific outcomes, or PSOs, come in. These are the specialized parts of the blueprint. Like for a computer science major, it might be the ability to design and develop complex software. That's a PSO.
And again, you can see how important it is to be specific. A good PSO is a real high-level skill, something like apply data analytics to solve real-world problems. A bad one is either way too vague, like do well in subjects, or it's something that really belongs in a single class, not an entire program, like understand computer networks.
So we've got the 5-year vision. We've got the graduation day blueprint. But you can't build a skyscraper without the actual bricks and mortar, right? So now we have to zoom all the way down to the most fundamental level, the individual classroom.
Every single course you take is designed to give you a specific set of skills. These are called course outcomes, or COs. And if the PEOs are the finished building, then the COs are literally the individual bricks. Each one is a concrete, provable skill you get from just one class.
And here's what's so crucial about these bricks. A good course outcome has to be measurable. It uses action words like apply, design, or analyze. A bad one uses fuzzy words like understand or know. I mean, think about it. How do you measure if someone knows something? You can't, but you can absolutely measure if they can apply it. It's why your assignments ask you to create or analyze. It's proof you can actually do something.
And here it is, the whole structure in one shot. It all flows together. You lay the individual bricks, the course outcomes from your classes, to build the strong walls of the building, which are your program outcomes, and that whole completed structure you have at graduation is what allows you to go out and build that incredible career skyscraper defined by those PEOs.
But a blueprint is pretty useless if you can't check your work against it, right? This whole system isn't just a nice idea, it's a really strict framework for assessment. It's all about making sure every part of the process is actually doing what it's supposed to do.
So, how is everything measured? Well, for the most part, it's through your actual work. About 80% of the assessment is direct, meaning it comes from how you do on exams, assignments, and projects. The other 20% is indirect. That's stuff like exit surveys where you give feedback on what you've learned.
And if we zoom in on that direct assessment piece, you can see how it's broken down. All these different tools, from multiple choice questions to big assignments and final exams, they all have a weight. Each one is a data point to make sure you've truly mastered the course outcomes for that class.
And this, right here, this is the magic link that connects the tiny bricks to the giant blueprint. Every single course outcome is deliberately mapped to the bigger program outcomes on a simple scale. This is how you know that nothing you're asked to do is just busy work. It's all part of the master plan. It's all by design. So you might be thinking, why all this intense, meticulous planning? It really comes down to something very fundamental, something this quote says perfectly. Engineering is here to serve society.
This entire structure, from the tiniest CO to the biggest PO, is all designed to make professionals who don't just know things, but can do things. Engineers who can apply science with a purpose, who act ethically, and who can actually help solve the biggest challenges our world is facing, like the UN's Sustainable Development Goals.
So in the end, this whole outcome-based education model is a clear roadmap from a first-year classroom all the way to a successful career. It makes sure every step has a purpose. So the next time you get an assignment, ask yourself, what brick is this helping me lay? What part of my skyscraper am I building right now? Because now that you've seen the official blueprint, the real question is, how are you going to use it to build your own future?